We are halfway through the year and it's time for the mid-year book freakout tag. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, I am Shaloo. Welcome to my channel where I post videos related to books. If you are new here, then do subscribe to my channel for new bookish videos every week. In today's video, I'm going to do the mid-year book freakout tag. In this tag, basically you talk about the books that you have read this year so far. This tag was created by Chemi and Ellie originally on their book blog in 2014. It was brought to BookTube in 2015. I will leave the links to their channels in the description box. Do check them out. This year I have taken a challenge of reading 75 books. I have read 30 books so far. I am lagging a little behind my reading goals, but I hope to soon get back on track. So without further ado, let's get started. The first question is, best book you have read so far in 2023? It is always difficult for me to pick just one book, but I recently read a beautiful novel that totally captivated me. And the book is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. It is such a heartbreaking yet hopeful story which is written so beautifully. It is the story of Kia Clark, the marsh girl who has survived for years alone in the marsh. It is the story of her determination, her courage and resilience. In this book, nature dances with the prose as the author weaves enchanting descriptions of the marshland into the narrative. Love, longing and mystery are woven with grace in this coming of age story, which will stay with you long after you have finished reading it. And the next question is, best sequel you have read so far in 2023? Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. This is a befitting sequel to Six of Crows. More intrigues and heists in the fictional city of Ketterdam with Castbreaker and his crew kept me hooked till the end. If you haven't yet read Six of Crows duology, then I highly recommend reading it at the earliest. And the next question is, new release you haven't read yet but want to? In a Thousand Different Ways by Cecilia Ahern. I loved Cecilia Ahern's bestseller P.S. I Love You and its sequel Postscript. So when I saw her latest book in the bookstore, I was quick to pick it up. I'm looking forward to reading it soon. And the next question is, most anticipated release for the second half of the year? To be honest, I'm not keen on any of the anticipated releases. And the next question is, biggest disappointment? The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams. It never occurred to me all that went into compiling the early dictionaries. Scholars worked for decades to compile words and definitions that go into the first Oxford English Dictionary. This story is set in Oxford, where the real-life lexicographer James Murray built a scriptorium where he and his team of scholars would work into compiling words and definitions for the first dictionary. The story follows the little girl Esme, whose father works at scriptorium. She is drawn to the words and starts to compile all the words that didn't make it to the dictionary. I picked this book with high expectations, but it was too slow. I was so bored and struggled to finish it. Since it was my book club read, I trudged along with Esme till the end. The next question is, biggest surprise? Unstoppable, My Life So Far by Maria Sharapova. This autobiography turned out to be way better and inspiring than I had expected. This is a fascinating account of an exceptionally talented 6-year-old who was taken by her father from Russia to Florida in order to make her a successful tennis player. With little money and minimum of English, both Maria and her father showed tremendous determination, drive and belief to achieve their goals. I found this book to be very enlightening and the story is very inspiring. This is one of the greatest immigrant success stories. I listened to the audiobook which is narrated by Maria Sharapova herself and that was quite an experience. And the next question is, favorite new author, debut or new to you? Bonnie Garmus. I read her debut novel Lessons in Chemistry earlier this year and I loved her humorous way of writing on serious themes like sexism and misogyny. And the next question is, newest fictional crush? Tate Walker from the book Where the Crawdads Sing. Tate is kind, loving, compassionate, patient, and attentive to Kia most of her life. What starts as a childhood friendship develops into an intense romance when Tate teaches Kia to read and write, and later comes to the marsh to share her life. Tate is perfect for Kia in every way. And the next question is, newest fictional character? Kia Clark from Where the Crawdads Sing. When Kia was young, her entire family abandons her to fend for herself in the marsh. The fact that Kia was able to survive alone in the marsh from the age 6 is indicative of her courage, strength, and resilience. Kya is the kind of character that lives on in the imagination long after the story ends? And the next question is, book that made you cry. Reading Lolita in Tehran. Going into the book, I never thought that it would make me emotional, but this is a tough read. In case you don't know about the book, this is an amazing memoir written by an Iranian woman who was a professor of English and Persian literature at the University of Tehran. In this memoir, Nafisi talks about the tough times in Tehran, where she witnessed the city transforming from being one of the most progressive cities in the world to becoming one of the most regressive and repressive cities. The author talks about Muslim women going from full freedom to being entirely controlled by the government. Women being stoned to death, women being punished, women being put in prison just because of the way they dress or the way they walk or eat. One feels quite suffocated when one reads about the kind of restrictions that are imposed on the women in Tehran. And the next question is, book that made you happy. Happy Place and Book Lovers by Emily Henry. They are perfect vacation reads for some light reading. They are such heartwarming, delightful, and beautiful novels. With a cast of colorful characters, sizzling romance, and laugh out loud moments, these uplifting novels are just what you need when you are feeling a little low. And the next question is, most beautiful book you have acquired this year. The Sisterhood Classics. It is a box set compiled of 5 books. Let me show you the books also. Heidi, Anne of Green Gables, Little Woman, The Secret Garden, Pride and Prejudice. And the last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? There are some books which are lying on my bookshelf for quite some time and I want to read them before the year ends. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak and 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. So that's my year so far. What are you currently reading and what is your favorite book of the year so far? Do share with me in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and share. And if you want to see more such bookish videos, then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Until my next video, bye and take care.